Hi everyone, it's Claire Stone with your weekly Angel and Tarot guidance. Today is Sunday the 22nd of November and today I am reading for you from the Rider-Waite Coleman Universal Tarot and also from Colette Baron Reid's Goddess Power Oracle. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle and see what we can expect energetically this week. You know, the whole year's been intense to say the least, but this last few weeks has been particularly triggery, difficult, relationships coming to an end, all kinds of shadow. This has been a shadowy year. See what's coming in for this week. Okay, so the first card that's come out is the Insomniac card. Now, this card means stop worrying, okay? Now, I know that's easy to say. We all have issues and stuff going on, especially at this time. But this card is saying, don't lose any sleep over what is going on right now. Try and maintain centered, because this card is when we over-exaggerate things to the point where we just cannot switch off mentally, and that is not good for anybody. So this card is saying, don't worry. It's not a card saying there's something to worry about, but it's saying that there's worry in the air and don't let it keep you up at night. Try and come back to the now. Try and come back to gratitude. Right, let's see. Midweek. Oh, good card. Ace of Swords. So there's some kind of victory. And I've put that card back in. But I wanted to show you, so the Nine of Swords, swords represent intellect, things that are on your mind. And in that Nine of Swords that we've just pulled, all of those swords they're above the person's head who's in the bed. So it's like all these worries weighing them down in the bed. And then look at this, midweek, it's victory. It's that rising from the ashes, becoming re-empowered again, being clear, right, come on, let's do this. This is that clarity, that epiphany, knowing which path to take next, which way to go. So this is a fantastic empowerment card, which is promising that you are gonna come to some kind of conclusion of what to do next if you try and not get too much wrapped up in the worries. So that's what I love it when it starts off with a little bit of a niggle card, not a negative card, but a niggle card, and then it ends up being a fab one, because that shows that we're learning our spiritual lessons. Right. End of the week, we have got the Emperor. So the Emperor card, he is all about protection and boundaries. So first off, this card is saying that you, like everybody, have got your spiritual team, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, and this is saying don't forget to call them in, because they have got your back, but of course we've got to call them in first. Second, it's saying, do you need to step into your divine masculine? So you've had this epiphany, you've had this idea, and now it's time to put it into practice. That's what the masculine is. It's action. It's creating strong boundaries, being firm but fair. So they are your cards for this week. And I'm going to do an angel card and see what angel is coming in to help us. And then I'm going to do the Goddess Oracle card as well. So what angel have we got? Okay, so we've got Jophiel. In my Woollyback accent, I always say Jophiel, but no one knows what I'm on about. And the card says patience. And it says your dreams are blooming rapidly. However, they still need nurturing and patience. So that's a lovely positive card saying, you know, you are going to get what you want. You can absolutely do it, but this is a time of nurturing the growth that has occurred so far rather than leaping ahead onto the next step. It's managing and really, really nurturing what exists now already. So patience. I'm also feeling as well, like, I know it's rubbish weather, but getting outside, letting go of some stress, some tension, getting in nature, because I'm really drawn to these butterflies as well. The butterflies, which is the transformation, and I think that's a transformation of the mind. That's what's going to be made available for this week. So beginning of the week, focusing perhaps on some worries and stresses, and then getting that epiphany midweek, and then the end of the week getting that willpower, that courage, that strength to go for it 100%. And that's your transformation. That is your alchemy. As well, drinking loads of water. We could all do some more water. She's watering these plants, but I think that's also a reminder for good self-care during these times, especially stressful times. You know, that's a time when we're more likely to grab a coffee or a bar of chocolate instead of self-care. When we're a little bit off, we can tend to lean towards food for comfort. But that's just another heads up to try and be healthy and really loving and nurturing towards yourselves. And also I'm now seeing Archangel Michael just coming in a blue orb, and Michael is just again offering us that, you know, he's so affectionate but powerful, and reminding us to do call him in. Okay, so the oracle card that has come out is Ocean, and the card says generosity. So she is the goddess of the sun, African goddess. And I'm really drawn to, there's like apples and spiders. They're not really in the card, I can just see them. And lemons as well. So the first thing that came to my head was when life gives you lemons, that saying, make lemonade. But spider is the grandmother medicine. It's about weaving your own web. So weaving your own web, and it's also having your protection as well. It's saying we create our own reality. Apples always remind me of wisdom, and of course Avalon, Glastonbury. And again, I think this is just really, again, about that when I've just said about eating and drinking healthy. I don't normally talk like that on live videos, but that just, you know, she's getting her vitamin D from the sunshine, again, from the elements, and there's that fruit above her. So I think that's that. But also because it says generosity. So be kind, putting other people's ideas in, thinking about other people as well as yourself. But generosity, definitely being kind and giving to others. Can you help other people? There's a lot of people struggling right now. And if you are feeling a bit lost and low yourself, it's always a good pick-me-up to go and help somebody else, isn't it? So, and you know, what goes around comes around. So be generous and you will receive back. I'm drawn to the fact that it's number 40 as well. Number 4 is all about financial stability. It's a good number. So there you go, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wishing you all a fantastic week ahead, and I will see you next week. Lots of love.